Okay, so we have completed the reading response unit, and now we are getting ready to work on our literary analysis annotated bibliography and then the essay. So you can read this portion yourself. Again, this is 25% of your grade, 20% is the essay, and 5% is the annotated bibliography. So let's talk about what a literary analysis is and why we write them. So in a traditional literary analysis essay, the student responds to a work of literature. In our case, that's going to be a poem or a short story, to interpret it in some way. So we are going to take a very basic approach of looking at our story. We're going to examine a theme through the lens of 3 literary devices and or elements. So you have been working on trying to decipher theme as you've done these reading responses. Once you choose the work you want to write your essay on, and you have those 5 choices, you need to stop and say, what do you think the theme of this story is? So that may be the theme of loss of innocence. It may be the theme of technology being bad for humanity, that technology destroys humanity. It may be that each person needs to feel autonomous. If you think back to a story of an hour, that a person cannot feel like a whole person unless they're autonomous. So once you choose that theme, then you say, well, how does that author, Chopin, Faulkner, Oates, Bradbury, how did they reveal that theme to you? Did they use foreshadowing? Did they use imagery, characterization? So as you begin to think about the theme of your text, of your story or poem, you're going to try to understand how that was conveyed to you. And your essay, your thesis statement will say as much, that the theme of X was revealed to the reader through, and you will name the devices or the literary, like the rhyme scheme if we're talking about the Frost poem. And then your paper will explore it'll be essentially a 5-paragraph essay style, wherein you explore each of those devices within a good paragraph or 2, using quotes from your story. Then you have to find 2 sources, 2 literary sources, literary criticism, it's called, from our coastal library. And then you need to discuss how those literary critics treated the story. How are they like your treatment? How are they like the other? How are the 2 like or dislike each other? And we'll go, that is within the next couple of weeks. So first thing you need to do is sorry if I'm going to repeat myself. I had to pause it for a couple minutes. And I'm not exactly sure what I said last, but the first thing you're going to do, you have to choose your story. You've got those 4 stories and then the first poem that we did. And I have these basic steps. You begin with that close reading, which is what you've been doing with these reading responses. Then you make your claim or your observation. This is your thesis statement, using your text as evidence. So for this week, for Monday's class, the big thing to know is clicking in and reading your assignment sheet. I have it here, but we're going to go ahead and click in here. And you see I have all the specifics listed with the assignment sheet here, I have your two folders. One with a folder on the annotated bibliography, which you will do separately. It's very short. As you can see, 3 sources is the primary source, which is your story, and then 2 articles. Then you're going to click into this folder. Here's what I really want you to do before you come to class on Wednesday. Read this assignment sheet, scan through it, take a look at this PowerPoint here, and take a look at this PowerPoint here. This is what we're doing in class on Monday. You can look at this. I will have hard copies of these 2 things for Wednesday. And this is the brainstorming worksheet that you'll have due a week, in about a week on Sunday, the 29th. All right, so let's come back. On Wednesday, what we're going to do is we're really going to work in class in small groups on trying to identify themes. And I will have us use Padlet again in class. Then on Friday, we're going to wrap that up, and you will be ready to start doing that worksheet, which is due on Sunday night. All right? All right. Well, I will see you on Wednesday. All right. Bye-bye.